and welcome back to our channel. I'm Tanita.
And I'm that amazing Ike.
And we are the Smith's Hustle. Today we're going to talk to you about how to go about getting, being able to rent to a Section 8 tenant. What the process looks like. What's the, the whole makeup, because a lot of people have been asking, because a lot of people just don't know. And so today we're going to share that information. So stay tuned. As soon as someone who has a Section 8 voucher contacts you, what's the process? Okay, I'm a tenant. I'm a prospect, and I'm contacting Smith Homes, and I want to rent your property. I hear that you have that you rent to Section 8.
Well, the first thing you ask them, you say, well, do you have a voucher? They say, well,
yes, I do.
Do you have a do you have a 2-bedroom?
I do.
Okay, what type of what kids? How many kids do you have?
I have a little boy and a little girl.
Ages, please.
2 years old and 6 years old. Does that matter, sir?
Yeah, it matters to me.
Okay, all right.
It matters to me. It's just period. Because I'm just not gonna get into this another video, but it matters to me.
Okay, so you have this owner who's asking, do you have a Section 8 voucher? So that's something you want to ask, and if the person says yes, then
I ask them when would they like to see the property. We set up a time for them to come view the property and see the property. Once they view the property, they come see it. If they like it, well, which is a Smith Homes luxury property, so they love them. So once they say, oh yeah, we love this property, so then I have them fill out an application. And they go through the process, fill out an application, and I go to At Home Mortgage and drop that application off. They run that credit check for me and let me know if it's an A or B. If it's an A, it's a go, or B if it's a no. So we get all that taken care of, and once they do that, then we come back together.
Hold on, can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
So does credit disqualify a person who has Section 8? Because most of them, I'm just going to say it's safe to assume they may not have A1 credit.
Well, it all depends. It all depends on what's on their credit. It all depends on, like, if they have an eviction, then that could be a problem. That could be a potential problem. I'm going to be honest with you. That could be.
That could be the deal breaker.
Yeah, that could be the deal breaker right there. Yeah.
Okay, but other stuff may not.
Other stuff, no. You know what I'm saying? I don't, just because I take Section 8 and they pay me on time, I still want somebody that, just got, just
quality tenants.
Yeah.
So we still do the screening process.
Yeah,
they don't get to bypass it because
exactly.
you have a Section 8 voucher. That doesn't automatically qualify you to rent.
Yeah, like
us.
they say, all money ain't good money, and that just won't be good money if they had a eviction. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but sometimes if it all depends on how long that eviction was. You know what I'm saying? I might be in a little bit, but for the most part, I'm like, nah.
What about their background?
Background is good too. Like,
so we do a background check.
We do a background check. Criminal history is very important.
And and one of the important things with that is, I know my husband usually will ask them, is there anything that you want to let me know about up front? Because that kind of establishes a pattern of if this person has integrity or not. He lets them know that it's not going to automatically disqualify them. But let me know so I have an explanation, or you've already given me your version of the story before it comes to me.
Yeah, because we have to deal with each other. And we have to deal with each other. We need to be on one accord. We need to be on the same page. And you need to be honest with me. If you can be honest with me up front, then you'll be honest with me the whole ride. The truth will set you free. And you tell me the truth, that'll set you free a little bit.
Because we're going to be honest with our tenants. So we want them to be honest with us.
Ain't no games.
So we try to make them comfortable.
Like we said, them is like your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach and train them like they're your kids.
Okay, so moving on. So we made it past the application process. So now what is for Section 8?
Then when the process past the application part, so then they bring me back their voucher. They bring the voucher back. They sign what they need to sign. We sign what we need to sign on Smith Home side. Then we take the voucher down to the Section 8
housing office.
We'll take it there. Then we have to wait. You know how to when you go and see that clock on TV and it'd be like 1 o'clock. Then the next would be 4 o'clock.
So it depends on how
5 o'clock.
It depends on how
then
long.
It takes 6 o'clock. Then You know,
It
I don't
just
understand.
depends on office to office. Some office may be faster than others, but usually about maybe a week to a week and a half to up to 2 weeks before somebody contacts you to set up an inspection. Correct?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They set up the inspection. So they send you out a letter, and you get the letter, and they tell you what day that you guys will meet to do the inspection. Once they do the inspection, they get in, they do the inspection. If they see something that that they don't like, or what have you, they'll let you know. They might let you know then, but if he failed the inspection, he'll go back. He'll send you a letter and they say, well, okay, we're gonna do a re-inspection, and you got XYZ to do this, or we got this day we're gonna return. So you just take care of the little stuff they want you to take care of. It's most of the time it's just little bitty stuff, but for the most part, like I said again, Smith Homes, luxury homes, we know what they expect. So we all
once you've been through the inspection once, you pretty much know what to expect. And I've also heard, because we haven't pulled this checklist, but most cities or states have a checklist or let you know pretty much what the inspector is looking for, so that you could do it right the first time. But once you've gone through one inspection, we have never failed an inspection, thank God, knock on wood. I think it's because my husband does a thorough job, so I'm gonna toot his horn right now. Beep beep. He does a really good job, and now he also has a really good rapport with the inspector, so they know his word is bond. So even if they find something minor, and usually it will be minor or something he can fix right then, they trust that he's gonna fix it. So guess what? They go ahead and approve him, and that's the kind of rapport that you want to have with the inspectors if you are going to be a Section 8 landlord. Don't be a slumlord. Take care of the property so that you can get your tenant in. So now, okay, we passed our inspection. So now what?
So once you pass the inspection, then the young ladies there wait for they usually call it a pink slip, but these days it ain't been pink, it been white. So it's either pink or white.
A letter.
So they get their letter. It's not a letter.
Okay, well, whatever. What is it then?
It could be a letter. Sometimes usually it was like a little poster card, but now it is a letter. The last one was a letter. What?
Okay.
So it could be a little postcard or a letter, and it'll let you know what's the amount that they paying and what amount Section 8 is paying. So it'll let you know, and it'll let you know about the if don't let them in. You can't let them in until you get that paper. You can't let them in until they get the pink slip, because they don't want no problems. They want that pink slip to let you know that we accept them and we finna pay for them to live in your property.
Pause. One thing that we forgot to mention is the negotiation. So the inspector, the inspector will pass you, and you will tell them, this is the amount that I'm asking for rent. So let's just say you say, I'm asking for $850. And this part irks me because I deal with this particular negotiator. But anyway, what happens when he negotiates? What always happens?
What happens is they call us back. Well, no, he do call you back.
He do.
He call back and they say, well, you know what? We don't give a damn about your luxury home. We don't feel you need to get $1,500 a month. Well, it's based off this bedroom size, and this young lady, she can't afford to do this and do that and do this and do that, right? So I'll be saying I say, well, I tell you what, I don't want it then. So we either do it or we don't. They go, well, I tell you what, then we won't do it. And then I go, well, no. And then usually the girl comes back, I really want the property really bad. I really love it and all this. And I'll be like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And then the other Smith, she ended up finding out by my office that I done said no. And then she want to come in and, boss up and make boss moves, and be like, I the girl, and she's like that and all that. So then I'll be like, you know what? See what they gonna do.
The lowest amount I'm gonna take is this.
Exactly. And I tell her the lowest amount I'm gonna take is this. And then she go and she do some more negotiating, and then they come to some type of agreement.
And
she called me back and she said, well, this is what they said. You're gonna do this.
We usually seal the deal.
We seal the deal. Then she like, wait, she gonna trip off $5 or what? Like, it's $5 gonna make you or break you?
Okay, so
wait, and then I go like this. I said, well, you know what? It ain't number $5. I said, but you know what? It's a Smith luxury home. So she gonna renew her lease, and next year when she renew her lease, I'm gonna go up and get my money.
So that's the thing about Section 8 too. You can increase the rent each year. I believe it's 5 to 8% or 5 to 10% every year. But this is another thing. So in negotiating, just like when you negotiate with anything, if you're selling something, 9 times out of 10, you're always going to boost your price up higher than what you're willing to accept.
Especially when you know the game they play.
Exactly. Especially because it's like they're destined to talk you down or to tell you.
You really feel that way about
I really do feel that way about him. I feel like that he got a tick mark in his office or something, like another one or whatever, or like he get a bonus or something.
Bonus or a lollipop or something.
So we got the game too. So we know to make sure our price is more than what we're willing to accept. So 9 times out of 10, I think it's only been one time that we really took a little bit less than what we were going to settle at. Yeah, but most of the times we've always got either what we wanted, what our bottom line was, or we've gotten more. So we still winning at the end of the day. But so that's the process. So the process is pretty simple. It's not as hard as people think or make it out to be. Do he be hating?
Yeah, you think he be hating because he at work and he ain't got no properties? Or what?
I mean, that could be the case. I mean, people like to hate. I don't know, but you see what my shirt say: "The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want." Period. So whatever he say, it means nothing because who the Lord is my shepherd. Okay, so anyway, that's pretty much the process. It's a pretty simple process. So don't be intimidated by it. Don't listen to rumors.
No, that's not it.
So what else?
Because remember, once they get their
letter, we do the lease and they get to move in.
No, because they send us a copy, then we got to take that. We got to sign that piece of paper saying we agreed to everything and take it back because we won't get paid if we don't take that paper back.
Okay, so that might be different from state to state, but they're going to send you a letter letting you know what the final process is to move forward because they want to set you up on direct deposit. So you have to have a voided check. But I mean, that's simple because you've already gone through the process. Your tenant has been approved. You got leases signed, and all they're looking for really is a move-in date.
Absolutely.
And we still charge them a deposit. So just because they're Section 8, they still have to pay a deposit. But after that, they only have to pay their portion of the rent. So whatever Section 8 determined is going to be their portion versus the tenant's portion. That's all they're responsible for after that. So
that's because even if, just say for instance, we say, okay, you approve, okay, and if they don't come pay that deposit, that property still gets shown. That property is not their property until they come and pay that deposit.
It's not on hold.
You pay that deposit, it'll be taken off. It won't be marketed no more. But if you don't pay that deposit, it's study get pushed. Right. And guess what? I will take your voucher, return your voucher, and take this new lady's voucher.
That's correct.
And turn it in.
So hopefully you guys got some tips about the Section 8 process. Hopefully you're not intimidated. You got some insight and you're not afraid to read Section 8. Because we love Section 8.
Oh, my boy. Love it. Hey, we best friends.
So
that's
now,
my best friend.
Thank you guys for watching. If you would please just
like and subscribe and
please
hit that
share.
bell.
And please share.
Sure. Hey, sure. It's some good stuff.
And leave comments because we want to hear what you think. And if there's any topics that you want to see for future videos, let us know. We will respond to any and all comments. See you on the next video. Thank you.